Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is the 12th of June 2023, and just recently we got an update to the Gazelle of all things in DCS world. So I'm going to be taking a quick look at that here today. We've had some fairly significant changes made in terms of the overall configuration of the module, and the flight model has also been apparently completely rewritten, so let's have a look at it. First thing you'll notice is if we look in the drop-down menu, all four versions of the Gazelle are still there, but the Mistral version is no longer player flyable, and there's a very good reason for that. I was befuddled by this when I first saw it until I realized that you can now carry the Mistrals on the SA-342 Lima. That's right, we have Mistral air-to-air missiles on the 342 Lima. And just to compare that, it's literally not really any different. So that's that. Let's go back to the 342 Lima. And we can also have the Hot 3 missiles on there as well, and we get the option to have only 2 missiles if we want. We don't have to carry all 4. So that's nice. And we also get some new gun pods. These are the HMP 400, which you can carry different versions of the HMP 400. I guess it's all weight based, because as you can see here, we're overweight with this loadout with these two HMP 400s, but they are the maximum capacity of 400 rounds each, whereas over here you've got 200 rounds and 100 rounds. So if I go 200 rounds, yep, we just got lighter. And if I go 200 rounds on the other side, we got even lighter still. So with all of that being said, there's really not much else to show. I've already covered the only having 2 missiles if you want as opposed to 4, and everything else is basically the same. So that is literally everything that they have changed as far as I know. We'll have a look at the 342 mic real quick, and we basically have the same thing going on here that we did before, as far as I'm aware. But the 342 mic, the main difference is between that and the 342 Lima, we've got a considerably larger sighting system up here on top of the cabin. So that's I'm assuming that has greater range for the Hot 3 missiles, which I still have not figured out how to use. I know you have to be an auto hover for them to work, but that is really a pain in the neck for somebody who is as terrible of a helicopter pilot as me, so we will not be trying that out today. So let's go back to the 342 Lima, and oh yeah, we also still have the minigun variant, obviously. There that is. These U.S. Marine Corps skins are completely fictional, of course. They are by a guy named Home Fries over on Combat Ace, for those of you who have been over there and seen his stuff. It's mostly a Strike Fighters 2 based forum and download website, but it also has some DCS World stuff on there as well, including my F-15EX mod. So, a little bit of a side note there, but that's about all I have to say. So now let's have a look at this thing in DCS. Alright, so now we've loaded up DCS, and we're here on the Persian Gulf map with the SA-342 Lima, and we're going to have a quick look around the cockpit here. The main change that they've made is that we now have this tablet screen here. So that's an interesting thing. We now have essentially a moving map from what I understand, and yeah, look at that. That's actually kind of cool that we have those options right there. So we'll leave it on this for right now. That's the cool looking one. That's the satellite view. So with that being said, let's check this FM out, this flight model. So I'm going to try to very carefully here lift off. And this is already not going well. We've somehow managed to set fire to the building. This flight model, I think, is very much a work in progress, but we did get off the ground. That's a bit of an issue, or it has been for me when I've been doing a little bit of testing with this thing. So let's put the collective up a little bit and start nosing over, and let's see how fast we can make her go. We do have a gun, by the way. We have just the gun, the 30mm. It's not the new gun pods. So there's that. And now we are over gosh, why did I just forget the name of this city? Oh, apparently we have animated pilots in the cockpit now too. I completely forgot about that. So that's a cool little touch. Alright. So let's check to see how we're doing on speed. I think we're looking at about 200 kilometers an hour, 108 knots, so it's difficult for me to tell though. Let's see if, yep, 121 knots. That's not actually too bad for a little helicopter like this. Now, one thing that I've been curious about is, can we do the Blue Thunder loop? So we're going to have a quick look at that here, and then we'll wrap this video up. So I'm going to try to get back to, all right, 126. I think that's probably about as good as we're going to get. All right, let's see if this is possible or not. Come on, come on. Nope, that was a hammerhead stall. Alright. Whoa, whoa. And we've got some gyrations going on. So we'll give that one more shot, because I think it probably can be done. I could be wrong though. Alright, so we're getting as fast as we can. Now, the disadvantage here is we do not have the Blue Thunder turbine boost, and that was a very low tree. And I do believe we came pretty darn close. I think that's about as good as we're going to get. We did start to tail slide over. That was still kind of a hammerhead stall, but it did definitely come pretty close, which I'm pretty satisfied with. I mean, we are flying a real Gazelle at the end of the day. We're not flying the Blue Thunder fictional helicopter. For those of you who don't know what that is, Blue Thunder was a fictional attack helicopter featured in a movie of the same name that came out sometime in the 1980s. Anyway, a little bit of trivia there. The Grim Reapers have done a video about that, so I figured I would have a look at it. Anyway, that's all I have. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.